Hi guys, this is KACEE. Thank you for tuning in for your picker card. And this is going to cover singles love from July 15th through July 30th, 2019. So I've already pre-shuffled the cards and I have them indicated with 3 different crystals. We have the Tourmaline, we have the salt crystal in the middle, and the third to the right will be for your tiger's eye. Now just a quick explanation of the different crystals. The Tourmaline represents protection and healing. The salt crystal represents grounding and purification. And the tiger's eye is about protection, good luck, and releasing fears. So I want you to pick one, or if you're resonating with more than one, I will have the timestamps below. So we're going to start with the Tourmaline. And your angel message is alternative medicine. And it reads, Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for guiding me to the ideal healing treatment and for giving me clear signs and messages to validate the best path for my well-being. So this to me is telling me that you will have to change things up a bit in regards to your health, your well-being, your sleeping patterns, your eating patterns. You may want to change something drastically for the good, letting go of something that is not longer working for you so that you can look at different alternatives. And this can be physically, emotionally, mentally, financially, however it may resonate with you. This is a singles love reading. So this is telling me that there's something that you have to look into that's going to be a little different from what you normally do. And here we have Healer of the Ages. This is a very loving card. This is a very intense card from Spirit. This to me is my Jesus card, and I throw that out there so you know how I resonate with this. And so this is a very love and warm and protected energy right here. So right now the angel messages and the Healer of the Ages is telling you that whatever you're going through right now is divinely protected, that there is other options for you in regards to your healing. So there's something that I feel that you have to release of an energy at this time so that you can bring in more positive energy. There's something that's weighing you down, kind of like a negative energy that you have to work through and release. Maybe there's some forgiveness that needs to be done here because the healer is represented. Here we have the Fool card in reverse. This is telling me that you don't feel like a free spirit. I don't feel like you're taking unnecessary risks so much, but I feel like you're feeling blocked in a way, that you're stuck in a situation or stuck in an energy that you have to release. And the base chakra is telling me that you have to feel safe in your environment. You need to feel safe where you are. This is about your foundations, your security, your stability. And there could be something that you need to work on right here. And this could be where you're being a little bit blocked in your love life because you're so consumed with getting this problem fixed or moving away from a situation that is not exactly positive for you. And here we have Strength. The Strength is all about your identity. It's all about your determination, feeling very centered, making sure that you're courageous, and also represents patience as well, guys. So as you're going through this healing process, be patient with yourself because it does take time. There could be some stuff that you really have to get through that could be yucky, but when you release that and you release that anxiety, you release that anger, you release the things that are holding you back, you'll feel freer. You'll be able to be that free spirit again and open up to other people and not feel so blocked. You'll be able to trust yourself more, so you'll be able to read the people that you bring into your life a lot better because you'll be looking at it from a higher perspective. Your oracle card is Trapped. So something is keeping you back, something is binding you. You feel like you can't fly, you feel like you can't be that free bird. So they're asking you to look at things from a different perspective, get other advice somehow, some way, so that you can do the healing. You can find out where you need to feel secure. This could be within your own identity. This could be that you're in a bad relationship and you're really afraid to kind of walk out there and do this again because you're afraid of being hurt again. But you need to trust yourself more. Of course, take all the necessary measures when you are out there meeting people, but I feel like for the people that pick this particular layout, there's something that they have to work through and release and forgive so that they can move forward, because the Fool card can be changed. You know, this is energy, and how we manipulate, change, and heal ourselves. That's where the energy changes. So if we stay in this negative energy, it will take us longer to be able to fly, like that bird in that cage that's represented with trap. It will prohibit us from going down the path we're supposed to be on, but you have to understand that healing right now, even though it's really hard, is going to release those things that are holding you back from living your best life. We are going to pull some clarifiers for this spread here. This is actually a very beautiful message for you singles that are contemplating going out there again. You really need to heal what transpired in your past relationships that you may not be feeling very confident about. And a lot of times when the healer of the ages comes in, that talks about forgiveness as well. And I know forgiveness for someone that's done you wrong is really, really hard. And I think that's where the strength comes in and the base chakra comes in, because you really need to dig deep. You got to use everything that you have in order to forgive these people. But this is where it releases you, and you won't feel trapped in that energy anymore. What was said, done, or whatever in the past, it stays in the past, and it doesn't affect your present or your future. And personally, I know how hard it is to forgive someone that has done you wrong. However, once you do and you move past it, beautiful new energy comes in and replaces it. That Fool card goes in the upright, and you feel like that free spirit. Ten of Swords, feeling betrayed, absolutely. That's what puts you in that trapped energy. You don't want to be betrayed again. Well, who does? So, you know, if you stay closed in, and you keep certain people around you, that is beautiful. It is very secure. However, you're not living your best life. You're not expanding as good as you should. You should allow yourself to be who you really truly are with the people around you, and not worry about being betrayed. So we have to let that go at some point. Oh my gosh, guys, look, you have the Star card. All about success, all about healing, rejuvenation, renewal. It's all about spirituality as well. That's beautiful. You get rid of that betrayal feeling. Oh wow, you do, and you really go for it. Look at this, the World. This is where everything comes to the completion. This is where there's a new cycle. It can represent travel as well, and this could be traveling spiritually and raising your vibration. This could be actually physical travel, but this is where you use all of your gifts and you manifest the things that you want. So for those of you that picked the Tourmaline, you guys really need to let go and forgive and get rid of that trapped energy that you're feeling from the betrayal that had happened, and leave it in the past, because you have a beautiful life to live. And once you release that energy and you raise your vibration, you will shine, you will glow, your spirit will be very happy and joyful. And that is the attraction of the new kind of people that you want to bring in your life. They will meet your energy, and that's who you want to be able to, you know, spend time with and entertain the idea of moving on with it, personal relationship, and get romantic with this kind of energy. That's what you want. So, you know, if you haven't released that energy yet, guys, this is a perfect time to do it. We're in the eclipse season, we're in Cancer season, so this is where there's a lot of emotions coming up for us, and we're working through that. But once we do and release it, we have a beautiful future to look forward to. So keep that in mind as you're going through the yucky stuff emotionally through the next 2 weeks, but know that it is for divine measures. This will open up and release a lot of stuff that you've been dragging around with, and that you don't need to bring it into your future. Thank you so much for tuning in. That was for the Tourmaline. Now we are going to read for the salt crystal. All right, guys, we are going to start with your angel message. And we're starting with sunlight, and it reads, Dear Archangel Raphael, please help me enjoy the benefits of sunshine in safe and healthy ways. Well, this is beautiful. This is where we're very balanced with going outside, being within the community. You know, there's abundance out there. If you notice, he's very happy. He has a basket of fruit. You know, there's a lot of abundance when he goes outside. There's a lot of things to learn. There's a lot of things to do. And that's being very active. And that's a beautiful message right now. So for those singles, you may be meeting someone while you're out and about shopping, you know, exercising at the beach. So that could be an indication for that. Let's see what the next card should be. We are going to go, wow. I kid you not. We have the sun. We have sunlight and sun. Now the sun indicates success, renewal, rebirth, warmth, fun, adventure, everything coming into the correct cycle. This is a cycle card, of course. This is where everything is, like the sun is just beating down on you. It's just shining so bright. And where you have them twice right next to each other, that's a very warm, beautiful energy that you have. It's like you're always smiling, you guys. You seem to be very happy. And now you have the moon. And the moon is a couple different things. This is where you're shedding light on something that needs to be brought to light and brought to the table and taken care of. This could indicate that there's some illusion. So we want to make sure that we're on target with this. This can also indicate duality. Two sides to a story. And this can also be subconscious too. Are you too perky? Okay, you putting out there that you're too happy, in that you're trying to hide something from other people, that you're overshining so that they don't see any hurt or despair deep down inside. So let's see what other cards we have for you. Authority. This is like the Emperor card. This is very, very strong, very stable, very determined, very knowledgeable. But this particular energy does not budge very much. You know, once they know they're right, or they know that it's tried and true, this is how it's going to work. This is an energy that puts their foot down and is very strong with that energy. Here we have Death in reverse. This talks about not doing the inner work. This talks about resistance to the changes that are going on around you. Rigid. Wow, you have 3 cards right there. Rigid is talking about not wanting to move forward, being very solid in what's going on, being very stuck in some aspects of a thought process, having very high boundaries, not wavering in any way, shape, or form. Now, you can be too rigid, especially next to the Death and the Authority card. Now, the Death being in reverse is, like I said, is resistant to change, not wanting to move forward, being solid right where you are, right where you stand. So we are going to pull some clarifying cards, because when you're coming in with sunlight, warmth, success, and then you have the moon, and then you have not wanting to move on, this is telling me that something that seems so super bright, it was actually blinding to you, and there was an illusion factor in there. And once you kind of figured out, you were very strong in what you were going to put up with, and you put your foot down, and you were not going to waver in any way, shape, or form with this particular person that was trying to kind of overshadow you or shine so bright that they were trying to blind you and give you the illusion. You know, when you're driving in traffic and their headlights hit your eyes and you cannot see, you're blinded for a second, and then you can see straight ahead and you can see exactly where you're going. And I believe that that's kind of what happened, is that they kind of blinded you, and then where you figured out what was going on, you kind of put your foot down and you were like, no, this is not how I believe, this is not what I do, this is what you're trying to pull is not for me. And thank you very much. So if you happen to have an energy around you that you're kind of questioning, do some research, listen to your intuition, stay firm to your boundaries. I feel that because of the Authority, rigid, and the Death in reverse is, you know, you standing up for yourself in a situation that is very important. We have Six of Cups in reverse. We have Five of Swords. And now we have the Magician. All right, guys. So because of the Six of Cups in reverse, that's telling me that that's someone from the past that's coming in, or you're looking upon the past and you're not having a very happy thought process with that. And I'm really thinking that someone is coming in really, really strong, and they're from the past. They're trying to be all successful. They're trying to show you where they've been. They're trying to kind of build themselves up a little higher than what they should be at this time. It's like they can't back up the things that they're saying. I'm also getting the feeling that someone from the past is trying to kind of, they're trying to show you the best sides of themselves, but it's inflated, and you're going to figure this out, whatever this happens to be. I think that with the two Sun cards, it's like I said before, it's like they're coming too bright. They come in too loving. They come in too overpowering. And it's like they're love bombing in a way, because it doesn't work with the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is telling me that there's a disagreement, there's conflict, there's tension. And then there's the Magician, the same as the Moon, where there could be illusion to the situation, or you're using your gifts to illuminate whatever kind of message they're trying to give you. So I would be very leery with anyone that's coming back from an ex situation, that's coming back into the picture, and they're like romancing you, and they're whining, and they're dining, they're taking you to the movies, they're really putting on a good show. Find out why. Because I have this feeling that it's not going to mesh with your belief systems, that it's not going to mesh with your morals, and there's going to be a conflict. And you're going to have to make a choice, and you're going to make the right choice for you. However, they're not going to be too happy with it, because they kind of reset their sights on you for whatever reason. And you're not the same person you were when they dated you the first time, that they're going to be very quick to find out how many gifts you truly have, how much you've learned from that past relationship and possibly others when they come back to you, and they're going to try to give you the same song and dance that they gave you before, only they're going to be really two-stepping it with the two suns right there. And you're going to see through it, and it's not going to be something you want anymore. It's not going to be what you thought it was. Back then it was nice, but you broke up for a reason, and you look back and you realize what that reason was, and you're not too happy about the situation from how it ended, and there's going to be some conflict as you let them know that you're going to take a pass. So thank you for you listening to that particular reading for the salt crystal. That was really intense right there. You guys are really going to put your foot down with that particular situation. So here we are with the Tiger's Eye, and we are going to start again with your angel message. And it says, ask your body for a message. Dear body, please help me hear your messages. Archangel Raphael, please guide me in honoring and respecting my body's needs. This is all about self-care, guys. This is where if you're tired, take a nap. Don't overdo. Don't go out every night of the week. Make sure you take care of you. Take care of your mind, body, and spirit. And make sure that that's nourished and very rested. A lot of times when we meet new people, we're always on the go, meeting up and everything else, which is great. It's fun, but we also have to sleep. So keep that in mind. And speaking of balance, we have yin and yang. This is all about the dark and the light, the good and the bad, balancing everything out. When you feel overworked, overtired, and that you're out too much and you're spending too much money or whatever the case may be, rail it in a little bit, take a breather. This is Spirit telling you that you need to take care of yourself first. Here we have the Star card. This is very beautiful. This is all about spirituality. This is about renewal, reinventing yourself, knowing that you're doing this within faith. So I feel that some of you that have picked the Tiger's Eye are going to be meeting someone or have just met someone that is very entertaining, very spiritually connected to you. You feel like Spirit has given you this person. You've been waiting for this person. They have been waiting for you. And it's a beautiful click right away. Whether this happens to be it could just be a friendship. You never know how this may start and or end. But right now you're trying to find the balance of everything. So when you do that, take the time. Recognition and reward. Yeah, they're singing your praises and you're singing theirs. There's a lot of balance. There's a lot of seeing things on the same page. There's a lot of getting to know each other, and they're appreciating who you are and where you've been and how you've come to this point in your life, and you're doing the same with them. This is a beautiful balance between the two of you. Ooh, look it, we have fulfillment as well. This is all about lust, creativity. It's all about balance as well, and really getting that joy and really raising your vibration. And here we have the Hermit in reverse. That's telling me that you're coming out of the introspection. You're coming out of the isolation, that you're ready to have this fun. You're ready to party. You're ready to go out. But just be careful that you don't party too much, guys, because you do need to rest. This is really telling me that you're out and about. Everything is going very nicely for those of you that resonate with this. You're going to have a lot of opportunities, a lot of invites. You're going to be extremely popular. The Lovers in reverse, the Chariot, and the Ten of Cups in reverse. So when we have the Lovers in reverse, this is a misalignment. So I believe that you were moving away from something. That's why you were in the Hermit energy, where you had to heal, you had to do the introspection, you had to really think about what had happened, your place in it, their place in it, do that forgiveness so that you're able to move forward, because it didn't align. You moved away from it. It was an unhappy situation, but you are now in a very peaceful, spiritual energy. You're getting out there, you're fulfilling your needs, you're fulfilling your wants in your dreams and your desires, and you're doing it with people around you, and they're noticing what a change in you since you've moved away from this energy and you did the introspection, and now you're able to move forward. So this is a beautiful, beautiful message, because the first one for the Tourmaline was all about doing this very thing, doing that self reflection and getting past the negative energies that were holding us down, so that we could get to this point here, being very popular, very balanced, listening to your inner self in regards to what you need and what you want, and going after that, which is represented with fulfillment. Then you also have the Star card, which is all about success. So whatever you're doing, guys, you're doing it right. You're on the right path. Keep going. If you're at that fulfillment stage, please enjoy. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate that. I love reading for you guys. So if you want to leave me a comment and let me know if any one of the picker cards resonated with you, that would be great. Take care, and thanks for tuning in.